Hey everyone, this is Ray with the channel LovewaterHealing, and I'm here to do a reading for all of my Aries for the month of July. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's start in and see where we're at, Aries, for the month of July. Oh, there's a lot of fire. You come in first, being creative, determined, moving yourself in that next direction, in that fire way. And then there's an ending or a rebirth that's coming in for you. So the challenge for yourself is to put yourself in a direction where you realize that you're confident and you're creative and you have determination to move yourself in the next direction. The transformation and endings and the rebirth part comes for you in like the very first part of July, where you feel like you want to be sort of in solitude. You want to sort of walk away from a situation and accept your inner guidance. These cards are flying all over for you. There's wisdom and clarity that's coming along with who you are. I'm picking it up. Okay, I'm back. And I'm saying to you now, hang in there. Letting go is one of the best things that you can do for yourself because it's putting you in this next direction where it's more like self-awareness that you're going to be experiencing, like an awakening feeling that you're going to be going through. So walk into that room and feel like, yes, I know that there's going to be changes and challenges, and I am good with that. I'm okay with the transformations and the endings, right? So this is what the death card is. It's just change, change, change. Go into that introspective place. Meditate if you need to, Aries. Like, get yourself into a calmed state so that you're able to just relax yourself and feel good about where you've been and about what you're doing. And realizing that, you want to be on the throne and you want to be on fire and you want to be creating this life for yourself, but it's not always necessary to be so on fire in the moment. You can bubble up if you need to. Because no one's not here for you to be confident, strutting yourself, walking through that room. But what I am here to say is you start to take attention away from other humans, and then they feel like, oh, I don't matter to them. I'm not important to them. So I would say part of the self-awakening and the self-evaluation and the rebirthing process that you're going through is about allowing yourself just to sit in the space and be present. As opposed to reacting, be proactive. If you know you're walking into a situation that is not the most welcoming or feels like the energy is not there for you, your angels want you to know also that any current challenges that push you, they want you to be assertive and self-confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. So in this sort of change process, stand up for yourself, be confident in who you are, but you don't have to let it explode. You can let that boiling water that sort of brings you to that precipice where you want to start screaming and getting crazy, just boil over a little. It doesn't have to be explosive. I think that you have the right to excuse yourself from situations and that no longer bring you joy, or people and places and things that are too much drama in your life. You have every right to excuse yourself from that situation. So excuse yourself if you need to. Be in a place where you're in sort of that hermit mode when you're in that situation, and keep to yourself. Be as present as you can in the moment. And, when worst case scenarios come, and you're in that situation where you're just uncomfortable all the way around, I hate to say this, but I start laughing. Like, internally to myself, if I read the room, and laughing out loud would not be appropriate. But it's all a big comedy show. Like, life is sacred. So you're in a spot, in a place in your life where you can recognize how sacred life is, and you woke up today and you're following all the signs of your bliss. You're following all the signs of who you are. And because life is so sacred, it's sacred in a way that's sort of it like animates our life and who we are. Life is your body. It's a manifestation of you. So if you create your body, there's no end to how you can create. If you understand that you have control over your responses, your emotions, you have the ability to be able to take that by the horns, right? And say, like, look, this is not something that serves me. It's not something that makes me feel good. Be present in the moment and stop before you react to something. Realizing that all your dreams, everything you put out to the universe is possibility and it's coming to you. But the more reactive you are, the slower it slows things down, because now you're focused on the things that you don't want versus the things that you want. Focus on the things you want. Like, focus on that sense, that sacredness of life in that, eternal way. Be part of that divinity and understand that there's a wonderment and a knowingness of truth and joy inside of you that you can bring out if that's what brings you the most joy in those moments. Let's see what stone you have for the month of July, Aries. What stone do we have for the month of July for Aries? Well, there's a couple of them that wanted to come out. Let's see if they come out this time. Hope everyone's doing well. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe down below. Leave me a comment about where you're from in the world. And your stone is fluorite. Fluorite is natural beauty and authenticity. So as you're walking into that room, you are the natural beauty that's there. Don't get yourself twisted, Aries, okay? And you are walking into that realm, into that place where you're authentically being who you are. So be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. Don't dim your light for someone else, but also be aware and cognizant of your surroundings. If it's appropriate for you to, have an all-out argument or a screaming match with someone, then it's appropriate. But I know that you know now that it's better just to laugh in your head at the person, actively listen, and then think about your response as opposed to reacting to your response. And I know I'm talking to Aries, so it is easy for you guys to be reactive, and that's okay. It's part of who you are. It's the fire that lights everyone, underneath everyone's butt that gets them going. And I love you for that. Fluorite's also really good for the immune system. So if you're feeling like you're a little bit immunocompromised in this month, you can wear a piece or have a piece of fluorite on your left side, so it's filtering all the energies that you're allowing into your being. But I think this is going to be good for you. I think that not being so reactive and just letting it boil over as opposed to explode will really help you in the long run, because then, you're able to see a different side and be more present in the moment. If that takes that you're going into meditation, you're sneaking off to a bathroom, you are going outside to get some fresh air, and then rejoin wherever you're supposed to be. I feel like this is going to be, there's an event that's coming up, and this is what this is about, Aries. This is about you stepping into your confidence, and also recognizing that you're confident in a way that other people don't understand, and so there's a jealous factor there. And there's also the not understanding factor of the fire that you light underneath everyone's butt to sort of get them going, get them moving, which some people don't really appreciate. They don't want the fire lit. They want to be able to have their next direction pushed for them. But that's not what you're here for. You're not here to push someone else up the mountain. You are here to go up the mountain if that's what you choose to do. Traverse down the mountain if that's what you choose to do. There's change that is imminent in your existence. So be part of the change. Allow the change to come to you, and then just, let it be. Let it flow, as opposed to pushing against something that maybe you just don't want in the long run. You think you want it now, but you really don't want it, like, for real. And that's all I have for you, Aries. Thanks so much for being here. As always, love your water and love yourself. And I'll see you on the next video. Love you.